Yo, what's going on, guys? Happy Friday. We're back in the building. 7 p.m. You guys know it, on the dot. How is everybody doing? Happy to be live. For those that are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Ernest Kahn. I've pretty much been doing sneaker content since early 2022. So definitely happy to be back here and be, featuring these amazing sneakers. I think these are amazing, and I'm very excited to be featuring them for y'all. How's everybody doing? What's going on? We got Real Gaming 94 in the building. What's up, everybody? We got Mr. Old School, one of my mods, in the building as usual. How are you? What's going on? We had a pretty crazy, pretty wild morning, honestly. Just riding on W's here, guys. Not gonna lie. We got Big Beats in the building. Yo, what's good, chat? Real Gaming says, yo, Big Beats, Mr. Old School. How is everybody? Hope you guys are all doing well. Really do hope you guys are doing well. Again, you guys know it, in typical stream fashion, we're pretty much, it's Friday. It's Friday. We're going to be featuring these Jordan 5s, okay, these Aquas, and then we're going to be talking a little bit about sneaker talk. You know what I mean? There's going to be some changes in the market, as you guys know. I did want to touch on my initial thoughts on what's going on with Adidas and Kanye West, for sure. I think that's definitely a big polarizing topic of discussion, so we will be touching on that shortly after the review. But we had a pretty wild morning, riding on some W's for sure. Finally got my first SBW on, Nike SBW on sneakers, which you guys saw. Which still, I think it's. Let me actually double check over here. I think I still didn't close the app. No, I did. I actually closed the app. It's one of those things where it's like you're just kind of riding on. You're kind of riding on that wave. Let me go ahead and actually bring it up one last time here. Yeah, we freaking hit on these amazing wolf gray. I mean, yes, it's my third win. Okay, we scooped up 2 from skate shops. Very fortunate. I was thinking about, imagine just having like 1, 2, 3 over here. Again, I'm not here to rub it in anybody's face. Just really thankful to have my first sneakers W on a Nike SB. I don't think we've ever really, we keep trying for 12,000 pairs this morning. It was pretty much very crazy to have hit on. So shout out to everybody who did hit today on them, or if anybody did hit on the Alma Maniers as well. I mean, it was a pretty big day today. I'm not gonna lie, for a Friday, pretty heavy day. I know we're still waiting on the Alma Manier, the other Alma Manier pair of 12s that are coming out in the white and brown colorway for sure. Yo, we got Bo Dominican in the back. Feels great. Yeah, hey, it really does feel great. You were just riding on that wave. You guys know it. What's up, Mr. Ernest Kahn, the Yo-Yo Master? Yeah, I guess you guys know we do all the things over here. Everything from skateboarding all the way to yo-yoing, fashion as well. But a lot of my channel and content here, you guys know is specifically around the vehicle of sneakers, but we also touch on fashion as well from time to time. Okay, so yeah, congrats to everybody who freaking hit. That's like, today was honestly it was a pretty wild morning, and if you guys didn't get to see it, feel free to go ahead and rewatch that video, but it is in my live stream. So let me go ahead and feature, let me just kind of go into the the main page over here. So yes, these did release a while back, and I'm talking early in the start of the month. I believe these features were dropped on February 4th of this month. Okay, now we didn't have the opportunities to scoop them up at the time, but we have them over here in the building. We happen to have the box. Comes in a pretty interesting box, pretty loud box over here. So we're going to get to that. That's pretty much, I guess, the highlight of the stream today, is to feature these Aquas and let you guys just know my honest opinion of them, and my I guess official rating of them on them as well. But yeah, shout out to all you guys in the building. The Aquas are nice in hand. Yeah, and you know what? My role here is just cover as many sneakers as I can, so that anybody who was kind of on the fence, because I think this was a fence sitter. I really do think this was one of those sneaky sneakers that kind of just because everybody's so focused on everything else. They're focused on, well, hey, what's the next hyped 5 that's coming out? It's the UNCs. Everybody's excited about it. I'm super excited about it for sure. I think that's worthy of a double up, honestly, especially if you are a fan of 5s. But I think this was one of those ones which was, I think, I mean, I hate using the term sleeper so loosely, oh, that's a sleeper because it didn't sell out, or it's still, these are still in stock, okay? On the Nike app, on the sneakers app, I believe in a 9.5 and a 10, or was it a 10.5? There's still 2 sizes that are still there. So if you want them, scoop them up, you know what I mean? But Who hit today? Big Beats is asking. Yeah, I'm curious who did hit today. But hey, congrats on that size 12. That wasn't heavily stocked. There was like 500 pairs or something along the line. So if you did hit on those larger sizes, the the stock numbers were just on the overall release for the dunk today was very, very light. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the building. What a morning call. Yeah, two dubs, two dubs. I mean, the Amamaniers did sit for a little bit, 9.5 below. You guys saw it until the 10-minute mark. Once it hit the 11-minute mark, that's when the 9.5 sold out, or at least the women's 11. And for me, I'm all about that, just like knowing like what are the timestamps of like when did this sell out. Like I'm sure we all do it. We all do it with like Supreme drops or Nike drops, just to kind of see, okay, like if the drop was at 7, did everything sell out at 7:02 or did it sell out at 7:10 or what was the deal? Because sometimes the quicker the sellout, the higher the resale. It's kind of like this weird notion in our minds, and it's like, oh, it sold out really quick. It's got to be going for some decent amount in the aftermarket. I guess it's just how we're programmed at the end of the day. Mr. Otsu says, man, it was all L's for me. Hey, we just, you know the trick. Just don't stop. Just keep trying. You know what I mean? That's all we can do at the end of the day. But yeah, happy to have all you real ones in the buildings. Yeah, Big Beats, congrats on that. That's a huge W. I think as much as I hit my size, I think that's an even bigger W considering the fact the stock on my size was over the 1,000 mark, and you hit something that was in the like under the 600 stock mark. So definitely much more limited. And I don't know how Sneakers does it with their algo and stuff like that. I think it's very, very random. As you guys know, a lot of guys' wives and girlfriends' accounts hit because those are the inactive accounts, and those are the accounts Sneakers wants to pull them back in so that they buy more stuff, right? So hey, I think we all know at the end of the day that's just kind of, it's just, there's a lot of tricks to the trades. I mean, look, I created a new Sneakers account within the same week. What did we hit on? Jackie Robinson's on the same freaking week on a brand new account. So it's just kind of like, I don't know what to tell you. Ask anybody, ask any sneakerhead, ask any sneaker influencer or what have you. They're going to tell you the same thing. But yeah, topic at hand today, we're going to be featuring the Air Jordan 5 Aquas, okay? Now, what you guys might not know about this is this colorway already kind of sort of came out, okay? And so this is basically there was a PE that was created for Chris Paul, okay? And let me actually see over here. It should be over here. Yeah, so this was the original one that came out. Now, the reason why these didn't go into mass production is mainly because they didn't sell that well, okay? They didn't sell that well, is what it is. Sometimes that tends to happen. But this was the first colorway that did come out for Chris Paul, okay? And had pretty much his number 3 in the back. And as you see on the bottom here, yes, the color is slightly, it's slight. I would say slightly different, but still, it's kind of still there to some extent. You know what I mean? You got the black nubuck on top. You don't happen to have that I'm going to call it Listerine. If anything, you kind of have that Listerine colorway where it's kind of like it's transparent green and blue mixed into it. Kind of reminds me of a crocodile to some extent. And then you happen to have, the bomber jet teeth. That's pretty much what this is. If you look it up, it's the bomber jet teeth. I believe from the 1970s. So very interesting stuff, obviously. You can read all of it over here. It's all on Soul Collector. Very loud bottom of the sneaker, which is interesting. And obviously you see the top. It's pretty much the same damn thing. I think they just needed to kind of put a little bit more of a new spin to it. And I'm liking the one that released this month. I am liking it a lot more. So you obviously happen to have the very shiny tongue. We'll be showing that to you. Obviously that netting as well. It does not come with the 3 on the new version, but in all fairness, it's pretty damn close. Okay, so yes, Chris Paul's name is no longer tied to this, but yes, he still gets royalties because he's part of Team Jordan, which is great. You know what I mean? Now, in terms of the sneaker being him being a fan of the 5, I believe he ended up wearing a retro. He got into a little bit of an accident on the court, and now he's not the biggest fan of 5s. I don't know. These things just tend to happen. You know what I mean? Where you use a specific sneaker or shoe on the court, and then you sprain your ankle. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings with high sneakers. Sometimes they're supposed to protect your ankles, and sometimes they don't. So it's kind of like, I don't know. It's one of those situations where, you know, once it happens, you're like, okay, I never really want to wear these type of sneakers again. But hey, regardless, this is supposedly his colorway. He's still getting royalties for it. I think that's pretty awesome. Okay. But yeah, you're right. Mr. Old School says that's a dope PE Hornets colorway. Pretty much, yeah. You do happen to have the yellow Jumpman in the back. I believe on this one it's not yellow. It is more like that teal color. Like, look at that. This is banging. It's almost like a pool in a way. It's like you're wearing a freaking pool on your feet. But yeah, this is it. I mean, like, look at the box. They even had the freaking, like, they had the PE like featured on the box. Like, this is so old school. And then you have your size and like all the name over there. It says Black Energy Teal Sunstone. Super interesting nonetheless. You guys know what? It's later in the evening, but we're always having decaf coffee because I love the taste of coffee. We're coffee fanatics here. So cheers up to anybody who is having a drink or something along the lines. I hope you guys had an amazing day and continue to have an amazing weekend for sure. So cheers up for it to be Friday and for it to be the weekend. But I just wanted to touch on that a little bit, give you guys a little bit of history on like what sparked the inspiration behind this colorway, because it's one thing for me to just come on camera, show you the damn sneaker, and then it's like, hey, cool, it's a new colorway. But when you start to understand, like, there's history behind this sneaker, and you start to understand, like, oh wow, there's a little bit more meaning behind it, versus it's like, oh, they put out a new colorway. Now this doesn't count as a retro. This is a new colorway, okay? Because originally this is a PE, which was never really released. So it's nice for them to actually put it, like, you know, put it out finally, you know. Big Beat says with the what is it, with the wind with the wind. Yeah, I'm surprised these aren't sold out. I mean, considering the fact that they dropped on a Saturday on February 4th, and it's already it's almost like 2 weeks. Like, tomorrow's going to be Saturday, so it's almost 2 weeks, and they're not sold out on sneakers. I was under the impression they would be sold out on sneakers. Let's go ahead and check stock right now. If you go ahead and sneakers right now, you see a 9.5. So if I did want to scoop up another one, I can go ahead and do that right here, which we will be holding off. But I do like these a lot. And then you also happen to have that 10. So if you guys are considering picking these up, just letting you know, they're still in stock right now, in, you know, very limited sizing. But beautiful colorway. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and let's get into the review. Let's get into the sneakers. All right. Yeah, cheers up indeed. Cheers up. Again, smash that like button if you guys enjoying the content. We're just here to, you know, vibe out, talk sneakers, just kind of keep it real at the end of the day. So let me go ahead and show you guys what we scooped up. Shout out to Nike for the sneakers. I mean, they're pretty much like a couple blocks from me, so you guys know it. Pretty much have it over here. Now it's interesting because I'm looking at the camera, and this blue is a lot. It is very similar to the blue that you just saw on screen. So I think it doesn't really do it justice. My light doesn't really do it justice. It looks more like very blue, but when I take out the sneakers, you'll see. You smash the like button as soon as you got in. Hey, appreciate that, Real Gaming. You guys know it. So, okay, bottom of the box, obviously you guys pretty much have that speckled bottom, and then, you know, on the top, it is that teal colorway, so very similar to the bottom of the sneaker. You guys know it. We pretty much scooped up our size over here. That's a 9.5 USA over there, and it does read. It reads Air Jordan 5 Retro, okay? And it's interesting it says retro considering the fact that this, I mean, if you count the PE as the first model, I don't know, I wouldn't really count the PE. I think the PE is more like the inspiration behind this, okay, in terms of colorway. So it says black and aquatone taxi, okay? Because yes, there's some taxi on this. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up the box. Dun, 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 dun. You pretty much have your speckled paper, okay, nothing too fancy. I'd much prefer speckled paper versus regular paper, but without any further ado, here we have them. Bang! These are sweet. They're sweet. Now they are very loud with that, with the you know, the bomber teeth marks for sure. The bomber teeth marks is definitely something that, you know, you don't want to mess with. All right, so when you see something like this, here we have it. Okay, let's do it one more time. Bang! All right, here it is. Here it is. So you see, bottom of the sneaker does happen to have that nice Aqua, okay? That's pretty much the name of the sneaker, so you can't miss that. You have pretty much the Jumpman right over there, Jumpman logo right under that. My concern is after this getting really dirty in time, you're probably not going to see Jumpman as well as you do right now. I mean, obviously after a good clean, you will, but that's pretty much the bottom, okay? You have Jordan, obviously, over there. You happen to have the teeth marks with a little bit of that blue speckle, okay? The blue speckle is pretty much the same color as this as well. So you pretty much have a little bit of specks over there. Let me just show that. And then again, this is nubuck. This is a nubuck top. So yes, you see, you can start to see that there are, this does tend to gather, little dust particles and stuff like that. It just, this is why it helps to have like some kind of like suede brush or something along, or a nubuck brush. I mean, it's typically a suede brush that you would brush this off, just to kind of clean it and maintain your sneakers. Okay, but that's basically it. You pretty much have that, that black gum in the front. And stitching, not necessarily seeing any quality issues on this. I think overall it's super solid. And as you see, different than the PE. The PE had a yellow back. This has the same exact color as this as well. Masonite's in here saying these are fires. Thinking about comping a pair. Again, I like somebody was talking to me about like, because they were seeing all my reviews and they're like, man, you're really tempting me to buy more sneakers because by me doing what I do, I've influenced people to buy stuff, you know what I mean? And hey, a part of me feels like I'm sorry about that, because then you're spending more money. But at the same time, it's like, look, what are we about here? If you like them, rock them. That's what we're about. And we want to be able to actually just feature this, because I really do think this was a sleeper. And I hate using that term so loosely, but I really do like this a lot, because it's like you have something on top that's just really like dark, and then you have some like nice, like, I don't know, just, I think the right word is like pizzazz in the bottom. It's just like, you probably don't hear that word very often, but it's like bang, you have this like really nice teeth marks in the bottom, and then pretty much that aqua in the back and in the front. Okay, now the laces that do come with this are black. Okay, that's it. You only get one pair of laces. It's a Jordan 5. It doesn't necessarily come with any like laces, but feel free to swap them out if you do decide to do that. Okay, now you have your silicone netting here. Okay, now silicone netting as well here, and this is very breathable, so your feet are going to be able to breathe in this, and that's what I really like about these. And then obviously the netting also in the back. And then we pretty much have so the midsole is polyurethane over here throughout the whole thing. And then on the back, you pretty much have your, inside the polyurethane over here, you pretty much have your encapsulated air unit, okay? So I guess similar to, like an Air Max, for example, or, an Air Jordan 4, for example. So you pretty much have that encapsulated air unit to really just have that cushion for your heels. Mason says reminds me of Jacksonville Jaguars. If there's one team that just reminds me of, it's the Sharks. If you think about it, like this is like Shark colorways. So I could definitely see some fans of the Sharks rocking this for sure, without a doubt. Real Gamer says, hey Masonite, yeah. And then Big Beat says these are very solid in hand, sitting in store. Yeah, and again, March is already really going to it's heating up from what we see. So I know people are saving their money for specific releases. Hey, we get it. You guys know we pretty much had those, white cements like shock drop the other day, which was crazy. A lot of people lost their mind only to realize there was only 50,000 pairs. So I know a lot of people are saving their money towards certain pairs, but I think this is worth talking about, and that's why we got it on the stream right now. Okay, now aside from the teeth marks here on the back over here, you do happen to have a little bit of a triangle over here with the same speckled pattern. Okay, phenomenal sneaker overall. The lace lock is a little bit different than the PE one. I believe the PE was yellow. This one does happen to have that teal, so I just want to show you that up close. Okay, and then I was thinking about actually seeing if I can feature the I'm seeing if I can maybe just turn like my light on. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh well, not really. But this is basically supposed to be well, it's 3M. So if you're walking across the street, like at night, for example, you will be able to see this kind of flashing out. Okay, and that's what a lot of Jordan 5s are known for, is to have that flash effect, and it does look really good with that. I swear it looks blue, but it really is aqua. Okay. Now the back of it, you do happen to have that taxi yellow Air Jordan. I have to stretch it out a little bit so you guys see it. Air Jordan, okay, with this is also aqua. I feel like the colors on my camera aren't doing it justice, but they're very bright, and they're very aquatic, if anything. So phenomenal sneaker. Now, overall, if you want to rock them this way, that's totally cool. I did do a lace swap. So I'm gonna take out the other pair, okay? I get all my laces from Lace Labs, okay? So feel free to take a look at this. I do think that this, I could have probably matched something with a little bit more of a gold, but this comes with, I added yellow to it just to kind of have that little bit more of a pop on the front. Just if you compare this to the black, I think. I don't know. You guys know me. I like a little bit of a pop. But yes, I'm noticing now, looking at the camera, the colors are a little bit off. So maybe I will be switching this to something a little bit more gold. But I do like that loud effect. It definitely does break the sneaker versus having a general release like everybody has it, because not too many people want to change laces, okay? Unless you're going to spend the time. I mean, not too many people like to unlace the laces, only to lace it up with a new lace, but some people like to spend the time doing that. So you guys know it. We're sneakerheads here. We want to be able to swap things out, but this is it with the yellowish colorway, okay? I think from afar, it's definitely not so bad, okay? I did see, yeah, I'm just reading the chat over here. Dig the yellow laces, Denzi says. Yeah, these are not bad at all. We just wanted to, you know, lace, yeah, you know, we just wanted to lace it up a little bit different. And I think they're, you know, I think these are fire for sure. I think these are sleepers, and I think these, especially with these laces, definitely looks awesome. I mean, I could definitely see it with some golden laces, but I don't know. There's something about the yellow that actually gives a really nice pop also, you know, even if it is slightly a little different. The lace swap pops. Masonite says, I wonder how Aqua laces. Ooh, Aqua laces. Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, hey, you guys know we just got to swap it out sometimes. Shout out to Jay the Sneaker Guy. I think he actually influenced me to swap out these laces. I believe he did do something very similar to this. But you can see, you guys let me know. Keeping it black, OG, or switching it up a little bit with the yellow. I don't know. For me, I really prefer the yellow. It just does make the sneaker pop a lot. And, you know, overall, toe down, that's how you'd see it. And these are fire. These are really fire. I am a fan of Jordan 5s. Like, I am. And I'm excited for the Amamaniers that are going to be dropping soon. Like, well, not soon, but like later this year. I'm under the impression it's probably going to come around either October or November, maybe, because the Jordan 4 Amamaniers dropped in November. So that's when that's when the Jordan 5s. And I did feature it a while ago. I'm more than happy to pull it on screen again to show you guys. But overall, these are solid. I'm going to give my official rating of an 8 out of 10. I really do like these a lot. I think they're fire. And I'm surprised they're not sold out yet. So if you're watching this and you stumble upon my channel, scoop them up while you can, you know, because I don't think they're going to be around that long. I know they're going to be sitting, but I don't know if they're going to be sitting till next month, for example, okay? I think this makes a great present. Also, and this makes a great personal, you know, because if you think about it, shoes that people are able to acquire that are sitting in store are most of the time worn. Like, people buy them and then wear them. They're just like, oh, they're in stock. I'm just going to buy them and put them on and wear them out the store, you know? That then you see more people wearing them because you're like, oh, wow, like it was in stock, you know, versus a lot of these general releases where everybody wants them and then they end up just keeping them in their collection or wearing them for a special event or something along the lines. Chucky says, December for the 5s. Okay, gotcha. I mean, you never know. Those dates could change. Love 5s and 12s. Glass Amamanier. GLAS Amamanier. Making both. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. We did scoop up the 12, so I'll be featuring that on the channel. We did scoop up the black ones that dropped today. Very, very thankful to just have, like, you know, I made that decision last minute. I was like, all right, we're just gonna full send it. You know what I mean? Like, we were riding on the W of the you know, the Wolf Grey Dunk in the morning, and we're just like, you know what? We're just gonna send it for the Alma Years. Like, why not? Let's just scoop them up and I guess to celebrate. Bo Dominican says, I've keep putting them in cart on different websites, never pulled the trigger. That was me on the, because we ended up scooping up another 5 for my. Well, it wasn't my top 10. I believe it was one of the sneakers that, yeah, it was one of the sleepers. One of the sleepers was the Green Bean 5, and I'm like, how is this still in stock online? It's such a nice sneaker, you know. The Green Bean is a lot of people's first 5 ever, and it's a phenomenal colorway. You have that nice pop. My suggestion for the Green Bean is swap out the laces to purple. You know, have a little bit of barning in it. I don't know. It just spices the sneaker up a lot. Okay, so this solid 8 out of 10. I really like this a lot. If you are considering it, go true to size on this. I mean, you can size half a size down if you want more of a snug fit. But I would just go true to size. I mean, you guys know I'm a 9.5. What do? We got a 9.5. That's what we did. All right. If you are wider footed, I would go half a size up. So if you're regularly a 9.5 and you have a little bit more of a wide foot, I would size up on this by half a size and get a 10. That's what I would do, okay? So phenomenal sneaker. I think this is definitely awesome. And yeah, just thankful to have that. But without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and we're going to transition the conversation into a little bit of sneaker talk, okay? I mean, obviously there was definitely some stuff that has happened in the news that I haven't covered on the channel yet. And I want to update y'all with my feelings on what's going on, you know, because there's a lot of questions, okay? There's a lot of questions, okay? So, rumors coming out of the woodworks that, you know, Kanye's rumored to come back to Adidas. Now, when I first heard this, I got very excited, okay? Like literally hair standing. I was like, oh my God, like this is, like, is this really happening, okay? Because I'm a fan, okay? Like I'm a fan of just everything. This guy has influenced so many people with his designs, and he's influenced the world, okay? Now, I know with the friction that's happened with, you know, Adidas and Kanye and everything like that, like it's just been such, I don't know, there's obviously mixed feelings with how everybody feels about this, okay? And Adidas is bleeding because there's a lot of money on the table that like there's a lot of products with Kanye's name on it and the Yeezy branding's name that they can't sell, okay? Like a lot of money, okay? I believe it's almost like a billion worth, if anything, and half of that has Kanye's name on it, okay? I believe it's 50,000 or something along the lines worth of product, okay? So when I found out about this, them getting back together, I mean, it doesn't erase what happened, okay? But I think the reason it got me excited was because I feel like there's just been so much excitement about Yeezy for years. And then you know, like we finally started putting out content last year and really getting into the groove of things. And then it just feels like there's so much emptiness like within the sneaker community without like you think about it. There's Nike and then there's Adidas, and they pretty much battle it out. You know what I mean? So what does Adidas really have right now? Not a lot. Like, I haven't opened the Confirmed app in forever. And any other streamer's going to tell you the same thing. They just haven't. There's not really any reason to, you know? I mean, maybe a couple of Bad Bunny releases, but like, I don't know. It's just so sad. It's so sad, okay? And it's one of those situations, it's like Adidas kind of needs this guy, you know? I mean, yes, there's a lot of money on the table. I get it, okay? But the reason I'm excited is because there's certain releases such as like, you know, the Black Pirates, you know what I mean? That's definitely something a lot of people are looking forward to. There's a lot. There's basically a lot that they still have. So what I'm hearing, and based on the research I've done, is they're looking to kind of have a partnership again. Now, I'm not convinced they're back together for forever, okay? I think they're coming to an agreement on like what's left with the stock. Like, what do they do with this stock, okay? And I think if they have this partnership, even if it's for 6 months or a year or something like that, just to sell what they have, because if the relationship is, you know, if they're back together to some extent, I think people will be more inclined to buy the product versus if they're not. And you guys know it. Adidas was talking about, well, okay, you're no longer with us. We're still going to sell your stuff. What does that do? It leaves a bad taste in everybody's mouth, because it's like, do you think me as a creator wants to support something where it's kind of like, it just seems very wrong, you know? Like, this guy put so much influence and built so much, and then they're still going to be they're going to be able to continue to use the designs based on just like legal stuff and everything that was written about it, right? And sorry if I'm missing any of your comments here. Bo Dominican says the Aqua 5s is almost a full size run Foot Locker right now. Scoop them up while you can. These are fire. I like them a lot. Desert Elephant was the one for you. Yeah, man. Hey, I agree. I absolutely love these. And you know, I love them so much that you guys know it. Like, this is what we wear. We wear the Desert Elephants. This is my double up. This is a brand new pair. I love the Desert Elephant so much. It's such a sleeper. You guys know it. We got Jamie Lombard in the building saying bricks. Hey man, at the end of the day, your bricks are my treasure. Like seriously, I mean, look, I'm gonna stick to my guns. Like things that I like, and there's nothing you can do to change that, man. At the end of the day, God, I love how Jamie just comes out of the woodwork and just puts the freaking brick emoji. Chucky says, Ernest, I love these questions, man. Chucky says, Ernest, should I pay resale on the gray gums? I really want them, but it's such a plain shoe. Seems like a lot of money for that. Yeah, man. I don't know. I would wait. I would just wait a little bit. I'm talking just wait 5 to 7 days and then check the market. Just wait. Don't be that buyer that buys it same day. Just don't. Or okay. And don't buy it on a Saturday. That's when the prices are really high. That's what I've noticed. Majority of the stuff I've ever posted, especially when I used to sell a lot more on StockX, my items sell on Saturday, and I price them high. I price them high on like I just price them high, and I'm like, oh, yeah, now I gotta mail them out. You know what I mean? Don't buy on Saturday, please. Promise me you're not gonna buy on Saturday. Like just don't. Like that's when everybody has the prices the highest, and everybody just wants to buy stuff. So I would just wait it out, Chucky. That's what I would recommend. But let me just double check over here. Then DZ says, I'm a fan as well. Not to mention I could use a new pair of utility black 500s. Yeah, I know that's coming out too. And yeah, guys, so just, I mean, my honest opinion on this, I'm excited, okay? Like I want to be featuring stuff like Adidas on the channel and Yeezy on the channel. I do. And it's like how things, how things broke off obviously is very unfortunate. Now I don't want to dismiss all the anti-Semitic stuff. I don't want to dismiss that happened, okay? But I'm excited to see what's going to unfold if anything's going to come of this, okay? And I know a lot of other people are excited about this because literally it just kind of made me like I know people they miss this. They they miss it. Even though Yeezy Supply is a garbage site, like people are excited about the releases, okay? And I'm one of them, okay? As a content creator. I just want to double check if I missed any comments here. I'm going back to the Dominican's comment. He's like, I keep putting them in the cart on different websites, but haven't pulled the trigger. It's just funny. It's because we all do it. We all put stuff in the cart, and you're like, God, I really just want this right now, But then you're trying to justify it, and then another release is coming because, yeah, honestly, it's like I was looking at this in the Nike shop. I'm like, I can't not cover this. Like, this is a fire piece, okay? And I knew there was going to be some history behind it with the PE and all of that. So it's like, hey, the more you know. So that concludes my review on this. I know we're talking about the Adidas stuff over here. So let me actually just scroll down over here. So rumor has it that they've reached some sort of agreement. Now, we don't know what the hell that is, okay? It's very vague, okay? But people are excited nonetheless, and a lot of people coming out of the woodwork for this, okay? Now, I think out of everything that is set to release, the Pirate Blacks are probably on the top of my list, okay? So I know somebody mentioned, then DC said you're looking forward to the Utility Blacks, the Black 5, Utility Black 500s. I'm sure a lot of people are too. I'm gonna mute this out, but I'm just gonna kind of play it. So it says here, man, wow, like why isn't this playing? Give me a second here. I might have to just mute that out and oops. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Yeah, a little bit of advertisement. Sorry about the advertisement over here. But yeah, basically, now I just wanted to play this just to kind of like read off a couple things here. I had it all prepped, but hey, give me a second. All right, there we go. So rumored back to be with Adidas, okay? And yes, they had a pretty nasty split, as we all know. Yeah, it's just sad, And and I mean, like a lot of this also happened. Like we got to take into account, kind of what was going on in this guy's mind. Like there's just a lot of things. Okay. I know some streamers don't necessarily want to cover stuff like this because like they might lose a lot of their fan base. But like, look, I think it's important to touch on like what's happening. Regardless, I'm excited about this. Okay. So yeah, it's looking like something's gonna happen. They want to sell. Adidas obviously wants to sell the remaining stock. That's a lot. 520 million worth of unsold Yeezys. It's a lot. It is a lot. Okay. And we think about a lot of the creations that Yee has put out, okay, and just very influential stuff, like the slides, like everybody typically tends to copy a lot of the stuff that comes out from Yeezy. We all know that, okay? And this is why I'm excited to see what's to unfold. Now, there's no talks of any new creations or anything, so just don't get too excited yet, okay? This partnership might be just a short stint, sell the remainder, and then we're done. And then they're done, okay? Because, like, what are they doing? It's all just rotting in a warehouse right now. They need to sell that stock. They need to sell the stock, okay? Shout out to the 12 in the building. If you guys don't mind, take a second to smash that like button. Christian 2K says, hey, similar to me. He says, I haven't opened Confirm app since Yeezy Day. Damn. Facts, for sure. Mason Knight says, do you like the Bad Bunny campus? I like the Bad Bunny, but I'm not the biggest fan of the campus, to be honest. Bad Bunny campus. I don't know. I just feel like there's too much suede on this. It's, I don't know. I'm not, I'll bring it on the screen here. I got the sniffles again. Yeah, I don't know. We are probably going to be passing on this, to be honest. I'm not the biggest fan of this one specifically. They've made other ones. I think like one of the last Bad Bunnies that came out. Let's actually go on StockX real quick. I didn't even really get to see what the Aquas are doing on StockX, but the Aquas aren't probably doing that good because of the fact that they're still in stock, right? This is the one I want. Out of all the Bad Bunnies, I believe this is it. Is this... I mean, it looked a lot whiter. I remember. I'm like, is it just my screen? Yeah, I think this is it. This is the one that came out not too long ago. I believe it was December. Yeah, this is the one that came out in December. This is one of my favorite ones out of the bunch. I know they came out with the black one. They came out with all these other colorways. Not as cool as the forums. Okay. Bo Dominican says went unconfirmed an hour ago and did the voting poll they have right now. Gotcha. What was the voting poll about? I might have to look into it. But I'm sure a lot of people have talked about it. They haven't opened their Confirmed app. I think I even deleted the Confirmed app off my phone because I'm like, I have no reason to use this, you know? Yes, Adidas has contests from time to time, and I like to participate in them because sometimes you can win merch and clothing and stuff like that, or sometimes sneakers. But I haven't really covered anything Adidas, Yeezy-ish since Yeezy Day, really. We did touch on the last, Yeezy that dropped, which is the 350. I'm like... Was it the slate? I'm trying to remember which color was the last one. I think it was the slate. Then DC says, right, Christian 2K, but how good was Yeezy Day 2020? Oh my God, that was such a fun day. We went live, but we didn't really maximize that day. I should have taken that day off, and I should have just been live the entire day, honestly, looking back. But we were live for a solid 2 hours at the end of the day, just to touch on everything, and it was fun. It was super fun, and just. What we ended up, I think, scooping like 2 pairs of sneakers. It was awesome. Last thing you got, Bo says, last thing he got on Confirm was the Towelie. Hey, that's a fire sneaker, especially if you're a fan of South Park, for sure. Real Gaming says, same. I deleted the Confirm that to never get any W's on there. Oh my God. Hey, man. All I'm going to say is just keep trying, and I'm hoping that if we are going to re-download the Confirmed app, that we get some W's this time around, okay? We did get a couple W's. I did scoop up some stuff. I mean, I'm looking at, whatever I still have in my Yeezy collection, because, yes, we're fans, okay? I got 2 Onyx slides, dead stock. Super thankful of saving that for a vacation sometime soon, okay? Hopefully it happens sooner than I think. And then we do happen to have some 700s. I guess the original color of the 700s. I'm like... Let me just bring it up on the screen. I can't say it's the original color of the 700. Yeezy. Yeah, this one. This is the original one. For me, this is one of the best ones. So we still got this our size 10 dead stock, and this is definitely in the collection. I love this pair. It's awesome. And then we also do happen to have some 350s Belugas as well, dead stock. So yeah, thankful for that for sure. Just some iconic colorways. You know what I mean? When you see it, you're like, oh yeah, that's easy. You just no, Big Beat says Slate and Salt was the last. Okay, it may have been the Salt. I'm trying to remember, but it was crazy because it's I covered it on the channel, and then I ended up selling it afterwards, and then after it was sold, I was like, man, I should have kept that. I was the last 350 or the last Yeezy ever. That could be a lot of money, but it's fine because it may not be the last Yeezy ever because it's looking like Yeezy's getting back together with Adidas. But we will see. Only time will tell. We're letting the days pass, and again, I think they're trying to play catch up with March. They want to get things set up for March. Like, think about it. March is such a big opportunity for Adidas and Yeezy to sell stuff. Think about it. One of the biggest Marches, they call it March Madness, and it's just everybody goes crazy, spends a lot because tax returns and all that stuff. It's one of the biggest spending months of the year, okay? Alongside what? October, November for Christmas, or December, So yeah, I just wanted to share that because that's kind of my thought process. Again, you guys know we work in sales, so we talk about quarters and the best times that like I know March is going to be crazy. Okay, like I'm not just saying it in my world, but in sneaker world and well, sneaker world is also my world, right? Then DZ said, Masonite says kind of sucks that we probably won't see another Yeezy day. You're right. We probably won't be seeing another Yeezy day unless they really repair the patch and then they continue this indefinitely. But we don't know. We don't know that. Okay. I think they're just taking the steps necessary. That, like, again, from a business perspective, they're sitting on so much product that is just rotting away. Imagine, like, the longer that they don't sell that, the products are either going to become obsolete or just like it's not going to be sellable. Like, think about it. If they don't sell that stuff within the next 5-10 years, you think anybody's really gonna want to buy it? Like, they gotta still, like, while things are still kind of like, people still, fans interested in the product, they want to buy it. People are itching to buy it, so they should sell it while they can. And I'm saying within like the first like what this whole thing happened like not too long ago. Within the past like 6 months. So it's like, I think while things are still kind of fresh within the year. If not, sell it within the first 2 years of this whole thing happening. I think there's still some time frame to be able to sell this stuff. Then DZ says, I wouldn't mind Adidas did another Yeezy day for the remaining pairs. Yeah, but the thing is, even if they did, like, how many people are going to buy it if Yee isn't associated with it? I think if Yee isn't associated with it, the amount of people are just going to be like, it's just weird. It's like, okay, you're selling all this product that you weren't really the mastermind behind, but you're like riding off the coattails of it. It's just, product will sell, but will it sell out? Like, I don't know. I'm personally going to tell you guys, if Yee isn't involved in the thing and they release product, I don't know if I'm going to buy it. I don't know if I'll cover it on the channel. I have mixed feelings about it. It just feels wrong. Okay. And then Christian 2K says, it's kind of like Nike lost. Yeah, that's a perfect example. Nike loses Jordan, and then imagine Nike continues to sell Jordan sneakers. It's just weird. It's like, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna take Jordan's like branding off and just be like, yeah, this is the Jordan, this is the Nike 5. Like, it's just weird. It's weird, okay? But I just wanted to share that with you because that's, Christian, shout out to you. That's a really good concept. I'm like, you have this polarizing individual that has like literally influenced so many people, and then they're no longer a part of the picture, and then you're going to try to sell product that they created. Like, it's just weird. It's weird. It's freaking weird. But yeah, I wanted to share that information because this is something I'm excited about, guys. Like, literally, my hair was standing. Like, I like almost lost my mind. I was literally like super excited. I'm excited about this. Even if it's going to be for a short stint to sell the remaining Yeezys, it just gives us still a solid shot to be able to get some of this stuff in the collection. Okay. Now, how is this going to impact resale? I have no idea. Because like right now, you look at some of the Yeezy products, they're doing pretty good on the aftermarket because it's like, but I think if this relationship continues even for a short stint, I believe those prices might dip a little bit. Again, we have no idea. But this them getting back together for a short stint will affect aftermarket. It will. It will to some extent. I do strongly believe, or at least still hold stuff at the price that they're at. Shout out to the 14 in the building. If you guys could just smash that like button if you guys are enjoying the stream. Again, you guys know it. We're content creators here. We're just putting out the best information that we can. My initial feelings on this whole thing, okay? I'm excited. I'm kind of like, what's going to happen next? Are they going to continue the relationship? Only time's going to tell, okay? But man, I want those black pirates. I really do. Like, if there's one thing I'm going to gain out of this, it's covering content for y'all. Obviously, I'm excited about that. And then, because it just feels like there's like this missing piece in the sneak. There's like this like missing piece in the sneaker community. It's like what happened to Yeezy? Where's it at? You know, like what? Like where's it at? It's freaking wild. But tomorrow, okay, tomorrow, I do want to transition the conversation. Tomorrow, so I hope you guys enjoyed my review of this. Solid 8 out of 10. There's still a couple pairs, as you see here, 9.5 and 10 if you guys want to scoop them up. And I believe Shoe Palace, Shoe Locker, and all that stuff still have some stock. So if you guys did enjoy the stream, you know, feel free to pick these up if you guys are interested in them, because I do think it's a worthwhile pickup when you start to realize that there's a little bit more history behind this specific colorway. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I did want to transition the conversation into kind of what's upcoming. Obviously, we like if you check Nike app today, obviously we got some Dornbeckers, obviously. So we do happen to have this Air Jordan 1 Low, interesting colorway. It's very, very playful, summery vibe, as you know. And then we have a couple ones over here. This is not bad at all. I kind of like this one a lot. We got a little bit of bandana over here. This one's pretty fire too. Well, it's not fire. It's like what is it? It just kind of reminds me of like galaxies and has a little bit of like stars in the back. You know, kind of like what's the term over here? So kids have the opportunity. Kids from the Dornbecker. I'm trying to remember the exact name of well, basically from the Dorn. I believe it's the Dornbecker. Is it a hospital or something along the lines? But basically, children are able to have the opportunity to make their own sneakers, and this is what they've created. So all of this have a little bit of history and stories behind it, which is kind of cool. Okay? Similar to what we had last year. So far, I'm a fan of this. I like this one, and I also like this one also. I think they're pretty cool. And you have some summery colors as well, which is awesome. Yes, it's a hospital. Okay. Yeah, because I'm like trying to check myself. I'm like, yeah, it's a hospital for children with special needs and stuff along the lines. And it's really nice of Nike to be able to collaborate with these kids and give them the opportunity to just create stuff, you know. So it's just awesome. It's so awesome. I'm happy about it. I was excited about some of the stuff that they put out last year, and believe me, this Air Max 90 and this fire, they're awesome. I like them a lot. So we're just gonna kind of keep it moving over here. Obviously, this is one of the biggest ticket items, I would say, of the year. We did have the shock drop. I tried on all three of my phones. We took 3 Ls. It is what it is. I still have high hopes we're going to be able to secure one of these because, believe it or not, we have to feature this on the channel. I cannot not cover this on the channel. This is definitely one of the best sneakers of the year. I'm just going to call it, okay? I think we all know that right now. It's a fire piece. It's a fire piece. A lot of people talking about doubling up, how much money they can make and stuff like that. This would be a first day sale type of thing if you do want to make some money on it. Larger sizes, obviously 10, 11, 12, 13, maybe even 14 are probably the move. But yes, we definitely want to scoop these up. And honestly, I was thinking about, like, you know how there's a lot of hype behind the Fire Reds last year? Fire Reds are amazing. I still got my pair, really happy about it. But if I'm going to compare the Fire Reds to these, I kind of want these. Like, if I had to choose one, you know, if I had to choose, hey, do I keep the Fire Reds or do I go with the white cements? I kind of leaning on the white cements. I do like that aged midsole. It's fire. You guys know me. I'm like literally a fan of all this cream laces and all the cream stuff. But these are fire, and I'm very excited for this release, without a doubt. I'm going to be full sending it, as many contests and all that stuff. You guys know it, okay? And I hope you guys do too, because trust me, as much as 50,000 pairs already dropped, there is going to be a decent amount that's going to come out. We don't have stock numbers. I don't think anybody has stock numbers, but I think a decent amount is going to release for this. But still, join your contest, okay? Because I think you're even like, you just want to make sure you secure a pair, is what I'm saying, okay? You don't want to be that guy that takes an L on release day and you're just like, God, I got to pay resale. Like, God, you know, like, nobody wants to pay resale, right? Bo Dominican says, praying that final boss delivers. Hey, you know it for sure. Real Gaming says, I need those 3s for personal. Hey, the moment we hit on this, we're putting it right to toe. Like, there's just no question. Like, non-negotiable. Straight to toe, out the building. You guys know it. We'll have 2 pair for the toe. Hey, for sure. One for the hands and one for the toes, for sure, man. No, definitely. Yeah, this is definitely worth a double up for sure. Mr. Old Two says Air Max 90 and foam faucet are fire. Yep, no, they really are. I mean, I'm gonna shoot it for what it is. When I see stuff on sneakers that I'm like, yeah, this is worth covering, or this is something that I would actually pick up, or I have faith in doing well on the aftermarket, I'll share that with you guys. I'm just double checking here. I'm copping just to support, bro. Ah, there you go. Okay, I like it. Yeah, because I believe for those that don't know, any of these sneakers you buy, any of the Dornbeckers do go to support those children. Okay, and I think I failed to mention that, but just know that. So there's going to be an apparel collection. I do like the bandana stuff. I believe a lot of this is very interesting, but yeah, I believe the kids get to design some of this stuff. They're like, I want this on this, and I want this on this, and they had some help with some of the people from Nike and some of the designers, and like they get to, they have some coloring markers, and they get to choose their own silhouette and go to town on it, right? I believe it's one silhouette per special child, and these are the ones that are coming out. And yes, there's a portion of the proceeds. I don't know if it's 100% of the proceeds, but a certain portion of the proceeds, if not 100% of the proceeds, do go to these children and go to the hospital. Okay, so just know that. Thanks for sharing that information. I think that's important for you guys to know. So keep scrolling over here. You guys know we did cover this on the channel. Still, I do think this is a pretty fire piece. And yeah, so yeah, tomorrow we do happen to have, where is it at? I'm excited for these two. I know a lot of people are excited for these two. I'm scrolling down. Where's it at? We do happen to have those Jordan 6s. Where are they at? Did I like pass them? The Jordan 6s, let me actually just scroll up and click upcoming, because they should be over here. There they are. Okay. So these are dropping tomorrow. I like them. A part of me wishes the colors were in reverse. I wish there was more gray. I wish the gray was the white and the white was the gray on this specifically. But these aren't bad. I'm not mad. Now, what are these going to do? Are these going to sell out? What's the deal? I think some of them will be selling out in those larger sizes. Okay. But I don't think it's going to be a first day sellout for sure, especially because there's a lot of stuff coming out in March. There this is. Oh my God, the SB4s. I need to double check that. Yeah, the SB4s are definitely coming out soon in March, I believe. But these aren't bad. I think this is one of those things that might grow on me eventually. But I just wanted to touch on exactly what's happening tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna be. I don't think I'm gonna be live tomorrow, but if I am, then you'll see me there. I mean, I don't have plans to go live tomorrow in the morning, but we will be live tomorrow evening. I do have another sneaker I'm going to be covering, which I'm very excited about, 7 p.m. PST. So feel free to swing by, say hi, smash that like button while you're at it, and we can just vibe out here. Again, I shoot it for what it is, okay? Like, I'm in this community just as much as you guys are. And I love this stuff, if you haven't noticed, Like, I care about the community. We have such amazing people in the community who I frequently watch, and I participate in their streams, and I support them, I drop dollar bills in their chats as well, and I smash the like button and all that stuff, because like I have an understanding of like what it takes to do this consistently. They show up consistently, and it's tough. It's tough, but if your heart is in it, you're not going to give up. You'll just continue to do it. So these are dropping tomorrow. I'm excited about them. I don't think we're going to be going for them because we've dropped a lot of dollar bills on a lot of sneakers here. But let me click into this. If you are going for that, good luck. Best of luck for sure. You said something about the I thought you saw the SB4s. SB4s I don't believe are even out here. SB4 Jordan, are they even here yet? Oh, the pine green, it's not here yet, but obviously there's no sales or anything yet. SB Jordan 4. Okay, let's just click that. Yeah, I know. Everybody wants these. I want these too. This is like I'm gonna have to make some space. I'm gonna have to honestly, I counted how many 4s I have yesterday, and I'm at 8, and I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna scoop this up, I have to get rid of a 4 to replace. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta swap it out. You know what I mean? The collection is just growing. It's growing. Bo Dominican says I reserved the 6 at FNL for pickup tomorrow. Okay. Really, for the points in preparation for the double and reimagine. I like that. I like the thoughts on that, man. Awesome. Heck, maybe we should just do that. Big Beat says keep them all, bro. Yeah, because what we're at. Yeah, I might actually have 9. I might have 9 4s right now. Well, we have 3 military black 4s. We have 2 midnight navies. We have 1 Amamanier 4. We have the oil greens. We doubled up on this, so we have another four. I think including this, I'm probably at 10 pairs right now. Yeah, I'm not gonna say like. I'm not gonna admit that I'm addicted to this stuff, but it's like, look, we're content creators here. We're sneaker. I don't know if I'll call myself a sneaker influencer, but I definitely hope the influence I have on you guys is good. And again, I want to educate you guys on sneakers, because there's a lot of stuff that we don't know about. Like I didn't know much about the fact that this was based on like a PE and stuff like that, and like the more you know, and I think it adds more to like us like wanting specific sneakers when you have more meaning behind it, and it's like, oh wow, like this was a colorway that they never released. It was a PE, okay, that means players edition for those that don't know, and only players had it. And then now they're giving the public the opportunity to pick them up. Who wouldn't want that? This was a PE. This was like a PE colorway, and now you can just buy it for retail. That's insane. That's just kind of insane, But a lot of people don't. They don't know about it. They're like, it's just another sneaker. You know what I mean? So I think it's important sometimes to do a little bit of research and just try to understand like what sparked the influence behind this for them to actually like launch this in this period of time, But the mock-up, the real ones, has a gum bottom. You're talking about for this. I only have one pair of fours in my collection. Hey man, that's fine too. Like again, yeah, I think the reason why a lot of my collection and the fours have like grown is because we're covering content here, and like it's hard for me to let them go. It just is, because I'm just like, man, these are just they're nice sneakers. Like the 4 is probably one of the most popular silhouettes, like for quite some time now, and it's also a good investment. They are like every single 4 I got, majority of them. I'm not gonna say every single one, but majority of the 4s I've got them for retail. And if I were to sell them right now, I'd instantly be making an additional $150-$200. Whew. My money does better in sneakers than it does sitting in a bank account. Okay, getting like what 1% interest like over the course of a year. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like I'd prefer it in value. Like the value goes up, like or at least holds to this to some extent. I'm just reading some more comments. Can never have too many 4s. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I agree. Yo, shout out to everybody in the building. You guys are real ones for sure. I am excited about this for sure. Now, I don't know if this is going to be a skate shop exclusive or what the deal is, or if this is going to come with some kind of like Zoom technology on the inside. Like you pretty much have your you pretty much have your air pocket on the bottom there. Well, sorry, encapsulated air unit is what it is. So I don't know if there's going to be extra padding on this, because again, they're creating this for Nike SB as a 4, and what is SB? Skateboarding. Okay, so this is going to be a 4 that's designed for skateboarding, which I'm excited about. But a part of me also like having worn 4s. I just can't imagine skating in a 4. I just can't. I'm a skater of 20 years. I can't. I mean, I could, but I just can't imagine doing flip tricks with something like this. Like I much prefer sneakers such as this, for skateboarding, something like a low. Okay. Yeah, shout out to Stefan Janowski. Oh, Stefan Janowski. They're bringing back Stefan Janowski's, which I got really excited about the other day. I was like, oh my God, like Nike's going to bring back Stefan Janowski's model. So I'm super excited about that. Bo Dominican says, sold 3 Lightnings, 2 black canvas, 2 navies, 1 military, one red Thunder 4 last year, and I'm still sick. Man. Hey, look, also, Bo, what I want to mention to you is everybody starts somewhere, okay? Like my collection right now is insane, but like I didn't start like this, It took a while building, selling and stuff like that, and flipping certain things. I mean, I'll admit on the stream, I ended up letting go of one of my the oil green canvases and the crafts to trade for a military 4, okay? And some people might be like, dude, that's crazy. But I'm just like, look, I'm just that much of a fan of the military black 4. It's one of the best colorways for me ever. It really is. And so, and also the craft and the oil green wasn't my size, So we we flipped them, you swapped it out. You know what I mean? We just got to keep it moving. You know. Den DZ says facts. Yeah, I spit a lot of facts here for sure. Yeah, I'm just shooting it for what it is, but I appreciate you guys. You know, I mean, also, I'm going to admit to the fact, like, I'm not always right. I might say some stuff on the stream and I'm like, oops, like, kind of biting my lips. Maybe shouldn't have said that, you know? I don't know everything, but I want to be able to come on live for y'all and share the information I know, and also, like, how well we're doing, like, with sneakers, because I put a lot of work, like, I run around the city. Like, we loop, I mean, honestly, between you guys, I go to Nike almost every day. Like, I'm at the Nike store every day, because you never know what they're going to drop. Okay. I guess you can classify me as a looper, but I'm also a content creator. Like, I cover content here. We cover sneakers. Big Beat says, got 3 of them for the toe. Bo Dominica says, I'm not selling another effing thing anymore. Like, hey man, like, sometimes we gotta flip stuff, and I'm also considering kind of downsizing my collection and getting some grails. I was listening to New York Dad the other day, and he was talking about how, like, he's gotten rid of a lot of this is stuff that he probably knows. He's like, I'm never really gonna wear that, but then you can sell a bunch of this, like, sell 5 sneakers, sell 7 sneakers, and then buy a grail, and then there you go. You know, it's like having less sneakers, but then they're of just a higher quality, or the harder to get. You know. So we might be doing that, but I mean, it's kind of hard for me to get rid of any of the 4s. Like, to me, my 4s are my grails to some extent. We definitely, and then also, I'm a big fan of Jordan 1. Like, you know, Jordan 1s are some of my favorite sneakers, like, ever. So, you know, and I'll shoot it straight for what it is when it comes to Jordan 1 highs. I enjoy covering the Jordan 1 highs on any of my lives, and yeah, I mean, if we can scoop them up and cover it on the channel, if we hit, we'll cover it. Mr. Otsu says, man, hopefully you can get them back one day at Bo Dominican. Yeah, I mean, hey, a lot of life has ups and downs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, we're big fans of Rafi Collects as well. He mentioned on his stream, he's had to sell his entire collection 2 times in his life. So just know that. It's like, you know, and he wasn't who he is today, but you know, like, everything, life happens in waves, and sometimes you're high and sometimes you're low and all that stuff. So it's like, you know, I'm hoping things continue to, for me and my trajectory, keep just kind of going this, you know, bring this channel to freaking moon, baby. You guys know it. But, you know, like, hey, there might come a time where I might have to sell some of my collection, you know. I don't know. I'm just shooting it for what it is. But yeah, I'm hoping this year I can continue to share the luck with you guys, because you guys know, if you watch my streams, I'm a lucky son of a gun. Like, I've hit on a lot of stuff, you know. Today's a perfect example. But it's also because we loop, we put in entries, we go the distance, we just do what we got to do. And also, I'm very fortunate to live in an amazing city such as San Francisco. God, I love this city, you know, because it really encapsulates just so many things that are so meaningful to me. And I think a lot of you all too, if you ever visit, you'll learn, like, this city just has some magic in it, and it's why I can't imagine living anywhere else. Like, to me, I call San Francisco my home, you know? And I'm fortunate that, you know, it's kind of a sneaker city to some extent. Like, you know, we got some cool shops here. We got some cool shops, and I support them, you know? And you guys support the channel, right? So, like, at the end of the day, it goes full circle to some extent, you know? We're on the road to be monetized, so I appreciate all you guys rocking with me. Smash that like button, and obviously, every time you watch me live, it helps contribute to the bigger picture here, okay? It really, really does, okay? So, I'm just double checking. Obviously, tomorrow, man, I'm like contemplating going live tomorrow, but yeah, we probably will be passing on these. I don't know. They're not bad, okay? I mean, if you're able to buy these, get some points at your store or what have you, you know, at like Foot Locker, for example, and then sell them, hey, you know, more power to you. I know some people like to do certain things like that. I just don't know if this is going to do numbers. I think if anything, you'll break even, maybe make a little bit of lunch money depending on the size you go for. They're not bad, but I don't know. There was another pair that released not too long ago. They were all white top, but then they also had this like nice clear bottom. I'm trying to remember if I can actually pull them up, okay? Because you guys know I got to meet J.I. recently, and he was rocking them, and I'm like, man, I kind of want those now. Like, I kind of want them. Let me bring them up. I believe that they're most likely sold out already. Where are here they are. Yeah, they're the Midnight Navies. Is the Midnight Navies. Yeah, this is what he was rocking. I was like, man, kind of want those. I think we were close to pulling the trigger on these, and they're doing great on the aftermarket for a buyer, that's for sure. But yeah, this is what he was rocking. I was like, man, these are actually not too bad. They're clean. Just they're really clean. You want to keep these clean, that's for sure. So yeah, these are fire. I'm a fan of these. Sorry if I'm missing any of the comments. I've sold my collection once before and never will do it again, is what Big Beat says. It's painful. It's pain because it's taking you time to scoop up certain things, trade things, and then build your collection. And then sometimes life hits you hard, and you're just like, God, I don't want to have to sell this, but I need the cash, need the cash to make rent, need the cash to eat or what have you. Like sometimes we have these things come into our lives that are unexpected, But hey, I understand. I'm not implying that happened to you, but I'm just saying, I'm sure you probably sold your collection for other reasons, maybe to buy something else, And then Bo Dominican says, I'll get them for 170 with your military. Nice. You get your military discount. Okay. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I don't know. Honestly, the more I look at these, God, I'm such a sneakerhead. These slowly growing on me. Like it's not a bad colorway. It's not a bad colorway. I'm not mad, but $200, $200, you know what I mean? Like this all costs money at the end of the day. What is it? Had kids, bro. There you go. Hey, Rafi said the same. He said the same damn thing. It's like, hey man, why'd you sell your collection the first time? He's like, well, we ended up having kids, so it's like, hey, we get it. It's the part of life, priorities. Then DC says, I hope I'll never have to sell my collection, but it's good I have a safety net just in case. There you go. Yep. I feel the same damn way about all my sneakers. It's an investment, I mean, hopefully I'm going to knock on wood that nothing ever happens to this apartment that I'm living in, you know what I mean? Because, there are certain situations where it's like, I'm talking about fires and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Where it's like people lose everything, and it's like, well, where those investments could have been like, I don't know, in capital, in a different type of capital, or they could be liquidated, you know what I mean? So it's like, sometimes, I don't know, for me, I'd much prefer the investments in sneakers because I do see a lot of long-term game. I know the sneaker market's at a lull. It's at a weird place right now, but I don't think it's going to be like this forever. Everything bounces back. Everything, just like a basketball, it always bounces back. Always. It always does. So as much as the sneaker market's kind of like this right now, trust me, just hang on to your stuff. This thing's going to the moon. Trust me. Now they are sneakerhead. Big Beat says, had kids, bro. Now they're sneakerheads. That's where all the money's going. Sheesh. Hey, but history repeats itself, Like father, like son. Like father, like daughter. It's just the nature stuff, you know what I mean? And trust me, I think kids bring a lot of happiness to people in ways that you just can't explain, Put a price tag on that. You can't. You know what I mean? You've taught them well, Big Beats, DZ says. Yeah, no, that's great. That's phenomenal. Shout out to the 10 in the building. Appreciate you guys as always. I appreciate when you guys do come out of the woodwork and watch my content because it's live. You guys can ask me questions and stuff like that. But you can always also watch the replays that I put out. I think that's what I like about going live is it's not like it's one and done. It's like the content's there and it kind of lives on YouTube for people to rewatch if they want to or they missed it, But we always keep it a buck. We shoot it for what it is. I try to deliver as much value I can when I go live and share history about specific sneakers and the research I've done on them. We don't know everything, but we try. We try to put out good content. Expect edited content soon, okay? I know I keep saying that, but yes, expect edited content soon because we got to get back on the editing wagon. We have to. Like we're paying for subscription here. You know what I mean? And I think it's important. I think it's very important to put out like multifaceted content, everything from shorts, long form content, short term content. If I do transition to we're still going to be going live. I'm not going to be going live anymore. I think going live it has to be consistent. I'm thinking about minimum 2 times a week going live and then starting to put edited content out minimum of like 1 to 2 times a week. and then having my reviews. And again, maybe I'll put a poll out there if you guys would prefer reviews in live time the way I've been doing it, where we're on stream. I typically, show the sneakers, talk about the sneakers for like a good solid like 15-20 minutes after the first 10 minutes, you know what I mean? And the reason why I do this form is for watch hours, because when I started doing my content and doing 10-minute reviews, we were not getting the watch hours that we need. But it was also because I didn't have enough subscribers at the time, and now we're surpassed that 1,500 subscribers. Shout out to all y'all rocking with me, obviously. Like I'm thinking about going back to like that 8 to 10 minute 8 to 10 minute reviews. You know what I mean? And just there's a bunch of stuff that I do want to invest in the channel. I want to get one of those like those spinning wheels where you put the sneakers on and they can spin, and I can get some shots around that. I've just I've been thinking about a lot of stuff, on foot stuff as well. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to do on foot for all my reviews, but I definitely do want to do some on foots on certain reviews. I think it would be nice to even do like just a solid, even if it's like once or twice a month, of like an on foot detailed review, just everything. Okay. Again, I'm thinking outside the box here, but I definitely want to spice the channel up with a lot more different types of content. And it doesn't just have to be reviews too. You guys let me know. I'm always open to constructive criticism on you guys are the viewers. This is a joint collaboration. I'm open to hearing what you guys want to see too. Like, hey man, I'd like to see, maybe like how you'd put this sneaker with this specific fit, or maybe I can put like a one of these like, trip to the thrift type of things, just to switch it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to bore anybody with my content. I want to be able to put out tangible content where you actually enjoy, not just to hang out with me, but you get to learn something in the process and get something tangible to leave with and take away from the hangout with me, right? But it's amazing to get to know y'all, because I don't see you guys as strangers. I see you guys as friends at the end of the day, and especially when you say hi to each other on chat, like that's to me like there's something really deep in this community that brings us together, and it's not just sneakers. Like I think it's the culture, Then DC says 100 kickflips into sour apples. I love it. I was so close to pulling the trigger on another sour apple. It was a size 10. I was at Grills SF last week, and then I was contemplating. I was like, I'm just gonna hold off. I think it might still be in stock. And then somebody else bought it. Somebody else bought it like a day or two after. But hey, it is what it is. I don't know if I'm going to be using the sour apples, because like to me, okay, I want to use them, but I also kind of want to, like, to me it's a collector's piece. Like we travel all the way to LA for that pair. I think if like I'd rather buy another one that hasn't too much sentimental value tied to it. You know me, I like to tie stories to the sneakers, to some extent. We can't do that all the time, but if I'm going to travel all the way to LA, I kind of want to like, grab some sour apples. Such a funny name for a sneaker, but yeah, like that's kind of, it's like a coveted sneaker to me now. It's not just like oh yeah, we just bought it on StockX, whatever. Like it's on the way, It's like yeah, we traveled, we have a little bit of a story tied to it. Did I scoop up the neck face SBs? Yes, we did. We scooped up the neck face SBs. We covered it on the channel. Now I no longer have them. Okay, and I'll tell you the reason why. Okay, I've seen a couple videos after I reviewed them, and then I've seen a couple people wear them in front of me, and I don't know, I just feel like there's too many patches on it. Like that's just my honest opinion. Like I like them, I think they're fire, but I think they're a little I can't I'm biting my lip as I say this, but like they're really loud. I think if it had like less patches on it, maybe, but we ended up selling our pair, and it is what it is, because I had 3 dunks, 3 SBs that I was like, that I had, okay, and I still have 2 of them, okay. Skate Like a Girl, Crushed, Skate Shop, and then the neck faces, and I was like, all right, I have to let one of these go, and it was the neck faces that got the cut, okay. So I'm just being real, okay. We still got the Skate Like a Girl and the Crushed Skate Shop. I really like those sneakers. They're really amazing. And then also the Huff SF. Fire pair. So yeah, I'm just being real. You know what I mean? I mean, if you guys ever ask me, it's like, hey, do you still have that or that? I mean, guys, we've covered over 120 sneaker reviews on the channel already. Like, I kind of treat this like a job to some extent. Like I'm here. If I'm not doing my day job, I'm rocking with you all. We're talking about sneakers, every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sometimes Monday if it's a holiday, sometimes Wednesday. I mean, heck, I'll go live when I feel like I'm like, let's say I buy something on a Saturday, it arrives on Wednesday. We'll cover it Wednesday evening if I can. Like I'll carve the time. We'll make it work, because this channel, you guys are important to me. So I just want to let you guys know that, and I know you feel that. Dendeezy says crushed. Yeah, crushed is fire. Now don't tell me to pick between the crushed or the skate like a girl. Like they're kind of somewhere here. Like I can't pick. Bo Dominican says building my collection up now. Got the black gums. Nice, those are fire. Why so sads and orange lobsters. Hey man, let's go. My top 3 dunks, I'll call it out here, and I was supposed to make a video about it, but if I were to put them here, it's going to be, Jackie Robinson's, lobsters, and then it's going to be the green apples. That's literally, I had to rethink about it. I was like, wait, what was it? I mean, if you watch my top 10 sneakers of the year, Jackie Robinson's was my number 5, lobsters was number 6. So that's how I would do it if I were to put them here. So if you ever see this switch up a little bit, at least you can kind of expect what to see if I'm going to switch it out to dunks to some extent. Okay, yeah, guys, but this has been great. This has been an amazing stream. I've been having a lot of fun rocking with you all. I got to go my way to some extent. I mean, yeah, but where am I going? I freaking live here. What I mean to say is I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it over here. But if you're new to the channel, if you've been enjoying the stream, consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. I mean, we just try to put out the best information around sneakers and information on everything. So, yes, I'm excited about the hopeful Yeezy's back to some extent, even if it's for a couple months for them to sell the product. Okay, we need them Black Pirates. Okay, we need them Black Pirates. That's a nice collection, Bo. Yeah, no, Bo, I do like that. The black gums, actually, those are nice. And I believe the black gum SBs are going to be restocked at skate stores. They're going to try to make that a regular thing. It's going to be hard for them to make a regular thing with resellers trying to buy them up and sell them on the aftermarket, right? Bo Dominica says Jackies are so expensive now. Yeah, which is why we're not buying another pair. We're keeping ours for the collection, because honestly, it's one of the best dunks that came out last year. I'm not surprised. I could see that going up to like $700-800. Just being real. It's like Jackie Robinson. You know what I mean? Thank you, Real Gaming. Bo Dominican says, yeah, no. All compliments are welcome in this chat, in this channel for sure. So yeah, we're a little over the hour mark. We're pretty much 1 hour and 20 minutes over here. I'm pretty much I appreciate you guys as always is what I'm trying to say. But I'm just gonna go ahead, and if you're not already following me on Instagram, I'm just just typical stream stuff I do over here. Just gonna go ahead and share my Instagram. So appreciate you guys as subscribers. Again, if you're not subscribed, consider it. If this is up your alley, this is the type of stuff you want to be notified on. And then we're on the road. I'm going to mention this again to anybody. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. The moment we hit 2,000 subscribers, I'm doing a giveaway. Okay, $500 worth of a sneaker to one lucky subscriber. You guys will find out the moment that day happens. I'm going to put in my community page. I'll let you guys know all the details. Okay, we did 3 shock drop giveaways last year. Okay, all sneakers, all free, all shipped to the winners, and I like to think they're all happy campers with their stuff. As you guys see over here, we did give away those Cherry 11s. Christian was the lucky winner, and I forgot to post that he did receive them, but he did receive them and he's rocking them, and I think he posted it on his channel as well. So shout out to Christian 2K as usual. But yeah, smash that like button on the way out. I want to play some music in typical fashion, and then feel free to follow me here. We're pretty much growing. We're already at 2,510. You can click into my link tree. My YouTube channel's here. If you can't find it, it's right there, crystal clear. Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, and then I got Professional Yo-Yo Entertainment as well. It's what I do on the weekends as well. If anybody needs a children's birthday party, corporate event, I don't know, trade show, any of that stuff, we do it all. All right, we do it all. But guys, I appreciate you guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for all your support. You guys never cease to amaze me when you show up, that's for sure. But with that being said, I'm going to peace on out. It's been a week. It's been a week. You guys know it, but I love doing this. Does not feel like work to any extent because I love doing this, all right? But with that being said, peace. Talk to you all soon. Have an amazing rest of your evening. Have an amazing weekend. We'll see you soon. All right. See you tomorrow, 7 p.m. PST. Later.